We now return to Let's Play Banished. I've gone ahead and laid out some road work here because the theme of today's episode is going to be building a church or a chapel, as the case may be. Go with this one, and there are a few different types. I think this is the base game one. This one looks a little bit more colonial. It's a little bit awkward, and I don't think the brick structure really matches much going on in the town at the moment. Yeah, we'll try it anyway. What the hell? So, no, wait a minute. Was this? This was the central market, so this was like the city market, it's not the rural market. Okay, anyway, just making sure. So, I want this to be a little bit off-centered to the road, actually, because I'm going to extend the road here, and we'll have the cemetery right next to it, and we'll keep that within a block of itself, and that little road there is probably going to be entirely unnecessary, and we'll have to remove it. So, we want it to be, I don't know, like 1 from the road? How about 2 from the road? That way I can put hedges, and then I can put a little pathway. Yeah. So we'll go right there, and that can be built right now. And then we will come in here, we'll find that road, and remove it. Looks like I got rid of... So now it actually did remove it this time. I did not build the other ones. I don't know what the hell that was all about. Anyway, then we have to go back into here, and we've got to get ourselves a cemetery. Now, what's this one? Fenceless cemetery? Or an abbey? What does an abbey do? Monks gather berries, herbs, brew ale. Ah, the monks are resourceful and make their products from local ingredients, requiring no assistance for product deliveries. Very cool. Very cool. Where am I going to put some monks? Probably here? A little bit out of the way, maybe? On their own little... Yeah. Because if this is going to be the governor's island, probably going to want the monks kind of over here, hidden away, and this will be the foresty... Yeah. Yeah. Okay, but not right now. Right now, I need to do... Okay, and this is going to require stone. This is, unfortunately, only iron. So, I guess this extends to that. Is this really part of the church? Chapel? It is. It is, it is. Okay. Well, we definitely don't want that to be... Let me cycle through here again to see what this is going to look like. We definitely don't want it to be starting right outside the door. Right outside the windows of the chapel. 1 away seems a little bit much. 2 away would actually allow me to, if I wanted to, put that pathway in there. Yeah, okay. We'll do that. This is excessive. 18, 13, 14, 13. We'll put it 12. I don't know. I like the evens. We'll stop that for a moment. Nah, you know what? Let's build this first, seeing as how people are more likely going to need it before they'll need the chapel itself. Okay. And now, just out of curiosity, now if I were to line up a road going that way, it would not actually... That's too bad. Oh well. If I do build the city walls, and I want to, I'll probably just go to this hill and then... Actually, we have many choices for the city walls. I'll get the game running. Yep, too late. You missed out on a resting place for your eternal soul. We have palisades, but there are also walls that are like decorative walls, but then they go into the city walls, and these are like... These are more like fortification walls as opposed to... Where are the palisades? Is it in here? Fort and palisade. When these are more like... just like fences. And I don't think we want to go with a rough colony here, so I think we'll go with the, their tents? Yeah, so this is more like frontier fortification, whereas the other is actually city wall. I don't know, we might put a little fort somewhere. Little military barracks outside the wall. Actually, probably be better inside the wall. We're going to have so much space in here that perhaps I will just do that. Keep it all within... whatever. I'll be honest with you right now, I do not see this series going to full completion here. I just don't. Reserve of logs is low. No. Okay, Okay, now let me see the decoratives. We've got trees, right? Oh yeah, we got decorative trees. So I'm not too concerned then about clearing out what will be a town square. Because we're not going to need all those trees there, and I can just plant. In fact, I could plant them, since I actually have those, I could just plant them all amongst everybody else. So we don't need any of these trees. I could clear it out, and then I could actually see. Wouldn't that be great? Tinned fruit. Right, the whole tinning process. Now, is that really necessary? Is that going to be a thing I have to do? Maybe I'm allowing too many stored materials. 12% full, 26% full. This is 100% full. I need to put someone in here that will empty this. I have someone in there. It's a frick. Or do I? Maybe that's this one. Okay, so how do I... So I would have to fill in 6 to get to that. I can't specifically say I want someone there. Unless I shut this down, maybe? That could be bad, because that's a distribution center. So I'm going to need like 7 people then. I'm going to need extras to fill in here, because this takes up to 6 right away. We'll need... damn. Okay, well, get going. We're going to need some babies. Reserve of logs is low. May as well just finish off my road structure here, since we now kind of have an idea of where everything's going to go. And I also... Reserve of logs is continually low. As I say, we'll just go ahead and start clearing out everything in town. And that should help out on that. Homes, though. So, what was it? The Gable House? Was it the Gable House? I think it was the Gable House, actually. No, but I guess not. What about town abodes? What the hell does that turn into? That looks terrible. Stone homes? I don't know what those evolve into. Maybe they go to country homes? Country house... No, so it must leapfrog into that? I don't know the evolutions here. The old boarding home. Nah, not necessary. Okay, well, shoot. I had thought maybe I could spice it up a little bit, but the gable homes take... Well, these only require 1 of each... Oh, okay. Well, given how many resources it takes just to make a building supply in homeware, that's a little bit better. That's a little bit more like it. Back to the task at hand, though. I need to find something that I can do. Now, pottery might be a much easier way to go than copperware, because all we need for that would be a potter who can use the clay, which might already be heavily used and abused. Are we out of clay? I think we might be out of clay. Is there not a menu for this? Shows event logs. No. I have to build a town hall in order to see all that stuff. So I might... Reserve of stone is low. That's no good. Might just take it upon myself to go ahead and... Now I know stone is what we need and not the iron. Let's go ahead and grab all this stuff. Take it upon myself to just build that town hall. The town hall does not actually require too much. Is this the default one? Must have been the default one. Okay. You know, just put it down just so I can have something. Just so I can actually start seeing those demographics. Use town arrival. Use to record and show census data. Does not support provide happiness. Huh? What is that thing? 1-room schoolhouse. Oh, yeah. School. Are there different types of this? There are. Fence and fenceless. Great. I don't know. This seems to be suitable, though. I mean, I think this would be alright. Gazebos. What are these for, though? Hardwood and bronze. Right. I still gotta figure out what the hell makes hardwood. You jokers are... We're still maintaining about 50. That's pretty good, I suppose. Although food is fluctuating every time that happens. I suppose it's because someone gets into the new home and, I don't know. Well, it's a pretty good ratio, I guess. 1 to 4 parents to children. I feel comfortable with that. I think we're okay there. How is the llama population going? Oh, babies. Good. Well, we'll start having a supply of wool. God knows where it's going to be, though. We are getting some good seafood out of this. That's good. Building supplies. Right. We're still waiting on the brick. Brick 18. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll try to do this. I think we'll go pottery. Because that just seems to me, and then we got fancy homewares. We'll go with pottery, which means we're going to need a potter. That is still being built. What else did I have going? Stone and logs, stone and logs. Yeah. I don't remember offhand. Anyway, home supplies, potter. Easy peasy to make. I guess I can have it running right in the front. That would prevent me from having roadway right next to it, though. Which is okay, I suppose. We could still run the road up the back or something. But I think I need... I don't even remember what it was. It was the foundry, right? Or this thing. Whatever it is, yes. So it'll be snug up against there, giving me one space there from being snug up against that. So I could do one kind of right there. Back to you. Back to you. And we'll go right... so it's got to be in line with this, then? Right there, it looks good. Yep. Fine. Okay. Go. We'll hold off on that, though. I don't want people building right now, because they have other things to do, or do they? We done? We finished this? No, we're not. We're totally not. And a lot of people must have just died off anyway, because where are all my surplus? A lot of kids, though. I mean, I guess that's good. I guess we're going to be safe when we try to... we'll try to repopulate, but my god. Let's go ahead and clear more of that out. This is... it's kind of annoying, actually, that as soon as you put down a building footprint, it holds down the resources there, so you can't remove them until it's time. A little bit of a grievance. But anyway. I guess we could clear this out, too. I don't know, I just like the idea of the natural trees there. Trader for gemstones and tobacco leaves. Yeah, not just yet. We're not going to go to luxury goods just yet. We are still kind of bouncing back and forth on some things. Logs in particular. We're still doing fairly okay. Stored clothing. Do you have... clothes limit is 100. You just don't produce enough leather to make that happen then, huh? Boy, that all just gets whipped right out of there. We do have a little bit of wool, so why don't we swap you over to wool for just a bit? Whatever good that's going to do me. Now, there are reeds, right? That is a thing. Was it basic resources? Oh, right, because it came out of the shore house. Which I could build another one of and have that one catching me frog legs or reeds or whatever. We do not need this many builders, apparently. So we'll make a thing where they need to be built. Excellent. Also for gathering, what else? Forester's Lodge. Forester's Lodge for new trees. Only doing the new trees, I guess. Palm trees in particular. Bamboo. It'll plant bamboo. Interesting. Hardwood forester. There we go. That's the one we need. Selectively cut down the hardwood stuff. So maybe I'll do that over here. Logging barge. Foresters. Holy what the hell. So this will cut down trees and plant new seedlings. Interesting. So that's where we get a bunch of this stuff. Do we need the seeds for it to do that, though, or is it going to already plant that stuff for me? If it's anything like the animal farms, then I guess it's so that you can bypass the need to trade for all that stuff. Awesome. Well, boy, this mod definitely caters to those who like a little bit more intricacy inside of their games. We are collecting perhaps a little too much iron. Where is the iron? The limit is 200. So we are building it up, but okay. Well, I think we're fine then. The stone, the bricks, the bricks, the bricks, the bricks. I guess we can turn you on now. I need 1. I need 2, apparently? Holy jimimies. And this requires clay and furnace fuel. Right. Fine. Perfect. Great. Which means that we will need furniture and pottery. We're going to need some more workers. We're going to need a slightly bigger population, which means more homes. It's about time for more homes. I could reduce my builders. I could reduce perhaps some fishers. Maybe not. Maybe not. We need to be focusing on some more food here pretty quickly, actually. So, until that, maybe I can turn off a worker there. Why don't we turn this off until we get some more clay? Well, we should have clay, though. I mean, or did I use it? I bet I used it all up as I just built that damn thing, didn't I? We don't have very many. It's alright. We'll just leave it. And as they sit there saying, "Where's my stuff?" we'll just leave it as that. Metalsmith. Why am I doing metalsmith? Because it appears to me that we're going to be able to get... Oh, is it because we need it for, like, copper ware, and the wares are right here, right? That's why we're not doing that. This forge is holding on to people it does not need to be holding on to. No, 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 no. Actually, those two belong to this and this. That kind of sucks. All this shit, and you're telling me they have to share? I mean, I'll be honest. I think all this is unnecessary, and that works just fine, except that it doesn't, really. Because you gotta split your guys. I mean, the way it works, though, is that they would bounce back and forth, presumably. Which could help in that you don't have to really stock everybody constantly, but I don't know. It's interesting. It is a little bit interesting. I still, though, you know, the fact that you can build a home and the glass and you got the nails and all you need is the home, and it works with wood and stone, and or in the case of the wood, just wood, right? No, a little bit of stone for the foundation. But for some of this other crap, it's like a chain 5 long, and you got to build and build and build and build and build all the supply. And it's part of that bothers me just a little bit. Just a little bit, though. Building supplies. We don't have any of those yet because I'm not. That is you, and you do not have enough bricks because you are not producing enough. Clay to share with the potter, who is also sharing with the brickery. That is an awful lot of clay. So I guess then the answer to that is going to be another shore house, because that's a little bit ridiculous. Would this work? Of course it would not. Of course it would not. Of course it will not, because I'm trying to build on a slope when I cannot. This thing needs flat. Okay, about here. Okay, would fit right there. Okay, you've sold me. So, where's that road now? Can I maybe bring that road to make this a thing? Alright, I'll chop down the trees. So, that leads into the back? It would look better going here. Is there a door there? Not really. They can just kind of walk. Actually, it's a very precarious walk to get into this place, isn't it? Oh, whatever. Anyway, trees, chopping down. Just for that. The rest of this, maybe, whatever. We definitely are not short on trees. This actually, every time we hit the spring season and it blooms again, you can definitely see we've got a lot of stuff out here. In this case, it's very dense, which is cool. But I don't need to worry so much, I suppose, about chopping things down because it will regrow rather rapidly. Speaking of which, this is all coming back in after the forester there, so that's pretty good. That one's pretty much stuck on its own. We'll go ahead and chop all that. And, yeah. Still going apace. We are getting more laborers now. So that's going to require 2 to make this fully functional. We're filling up with the furnace fuel. We just need this thing now to be built so that I can get myself more of that junk. And some more homes would probably not hurt, I'll be honest. It'd be nice to maybe fill that in a little bit more. Get some more families going, although, as I say, we're maintaining a fair balance, except for the people who have like 5 kids. It's a little bit excessive. But some of these people will die off just in time, and then we'll have new homes get in, and then we'll maintain our roughly 50. Although now we're kind of approaching 60. Which is okay too, I suppose. But we're maintaining about 40 adults, which is quickly becoming a thing we cannot do. We need a new fisherman. We need... I don't know that the foresters need to be a thing. Trader. Do I really have 2 traders? I can lower 1 trader because I think I only did that to get them going in there quickly. Vendor, potter. Speaking of trade. Stone and a healing poultice. Ah, right. That's another thing too. Hospital. Hospital. And I was going to put that right here, right? It's kind of facing inward because I wanted... Is that still going to... No, it's going to butt up right against that. So let's not do that. Maybe a little bit closer, maybe a little bit further. Actually, maybe like right here so it's not quite next to home. I mean, this would be homes anyway. We'll compromise and put it right there. How about? Go ahead and stop that. So we'll get that. We'll get a schoolhouse up. And we'll try and get all the basics of the vanilla game going whilst we wait for the rest of this. I'm going to get rid of that. Just because. And we'll get rid of that. I said we'll get rid of that. Okay, good. Thanks. All right. Well, boy, there's just too much. We're spending way too much just building this, so I can build this, and it's getting on my nerves just a little bit because I want the town hall, I want the courthouse, I want things, so I can build the city and not build the frickin' industry tycoon over here. But whatever. I'm gonna end this one here. I will see you next time.